Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anna. I'm a 22-year-old uni student who does a little bit of part-time reselling on the side of my part-time job and in the midst of studying. I post a lot of come thrift with me content as well as a little bit of personal finance style videos. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, please consider subscribing. But today I've just finished an exam, so I decided I'm going to do a little bit of thrifting. I have sort of put my eBay reselling on hold during exams, but yesterday I took some photos of some items, ready to list up, and I'm going to do a little bit more thrifting today. I have come to a $2 little community local op shop. If you're not new here, you would know that I've visited it quite a few times and always find some amazing items for just $2. So we're going to go in there and see exactly what we can find, and then look at how much I can flip it up for on eBay and Depop. So let's go. So here was the very first item that I found. It was a 100% linen Suzanne top. These are all of the items at the front of the store. They are all $2. I did take a look at this Switchery size 12 long sleeve top, but we are coming into summer now in Australia, and it's not something that I'd be able to flip for a lot of money. And then I also was, considering the fact that it is white, so I'd need to take a good look to make sure that I didn't miss any stains. I left it behind. Now I know that I said that everything was $2, but we do have this rack here where everything that is slightly, more luxury or designer is priced up, but still really reasonable. So here we have an Anthropologie sort of knit vest, this beautiful cable knit style for $4. Then I just was having a bit of a flick through. You can see that I ended up leaving behind these $5 Country Road pants because of that really skinny cut on the bottom. And then I also left behind this $5, I think the brand is Christian Lucre, I don't know, it's a French brand. I left that one behind because the comps weren't super crazy. And here I am just flicking through at a few other items. Here is a jigsaw dress. The comps were also not super promising, so I decided to leave that one behind, but I'll just let you watch me flick on through. And here is something that I have never ever come across before. It is a cycling vest or bib, I think they call it, in a size 3XL for just the $5. So I thought I better give that one a go. Why not? So this one here caught my attention. For $6, we have a Calvin Klein jeans size small jacket vest, but it does look very vintage-esque. I need to do a little bit of research, but I thought for $6 I could have an absolute steal here. I thought it was a really cool style. I could use some interesting keywords. I saw these details and I thought I have to get it for $6. So I made my way to the other $2 section, and this was the first thing I came across. So we have a Banana Republic, a beautiful bell sleeve cream cardigan. It is in this beautiful metallic style colour, and for $2 I thought I just have to pick it up. I did have a look at the interior care label to see if it was made of anything like wool, but unfortunately it wasn't. But regardless, for $2 I feel like that is an absolute deal. And then I came across this Country Road size 16 beautiful little button down satin short sleeve blouse, again for the $2. Alrighty, so I just arrived home and behind me are the items that I picked up. I was in there for about 45 minutes and I have come away with 6 items. I spent $22 and I will go through what I'm going to list them up individually for, but it looks like I have about $245 conservatively in value here, which is fantastic for just 45 minutes of thrifting. So let's go through the first one. So this was the by Anthropologie size medium knit little sweater vest. So this one here I picked up for the $4, although when I've added everything up, it looks like they've added an extra $1 in there. So I've attributed $5 to this one here. I'm going to list it up for $44.95. There were others that were listed for a little bit more, but because this one is just polyester, viscose and nylon, so there's actually no wool or anything substantial in there, I thought I'll list it up for a little bit less. We're also going into summer here in Australia, so I thought I'll list it up for less and there'll be more chances of it coming through. And I did notice there was also a little bit of peeling throughout, so I'm going to have to go through and do my best to remove that as well. So that was the first item. The next one was one of the $2 finds. So it was a Suzanne size 14, 100% linen top. It's got this beautiful embroidery on the sleeves as well as across the front there as well. It's a little bit oversized, I'd say. Like it's quite a relaxed, loose fit. This one here, I did see 2 comps where the exact item sold for about the $17. I'm going to list mine up for $19.95 and then just see how I go. Generally, as soon as someone clicks on one of my items in my eBay store, I will just send out a 10% offer anyway. So yeah, just spending $2, I'd even accept 15 on this one, to be honest. So that's the next one. That's just easy bread and butter. And then the next one here, unless my mum wants it, she probably will, but we've got a Country Road size 16 satin, I'm going to call it electric blue short sleeve top. It does have some little hidden buttons as well here as a closure. This one is super relaxed, flowy, I believe 100% polyester. So yeah, I'm going to list this one up for $34.95. Now I did notice that on the front here, and if I can't get it out, I will have to list it up for a little bit less, but we do have a bit of, looks like a fabric fall potentially. Now when I looked at the care instructions, I noticed that it doesn't want any hot ironing, so cool iron on reverse. So my thinking is perhaps that, sorry, bless me, my thinking is that perhaps that is what is happened, that someone has gone in with an iron and ruined the fabric. But yeah, we'll see how I go. Regardless, if I have to list it up for a little bit less, I will, but still $2 is still great for that one there. So that one is another easy bread and butter. Next up we have the Banana Republic size extra large, beautiful little metallic-y sort of creamy cardigan. I do really like the combination of the brown button with the cream. I don't know why, I think it's super cute, and it's got like a really nice relaxed large bell sleeve, which is gorgeous. This one here, in terms of composition, nothing super substantial. It did have, I believe, 20% linen, yes. The rest is polyester and lyocell. So again, not wool or anything super substantial there. And as I said, because we're going into summer, I'm going to list that one up for $34.95.
and then just see how I go. But to be honest, it's not super heavy. It's not going to take a whole lot to store. Like it's, you know, it's not super thick. So I wouldn't mind keeping a hold on for that one. But again, like $2 for a Banana Republic cardigan. Banana Republic is not a brand that's sold here in Australia, at least not to my knowledge. Perhaps maybe it's online only. So you don't come across it all too much. It doesn't sell super fast, but I do find I've had one other item that I purchased from Banana Republic brand from an op shop. It was like a knit cardigan cable jumper. That one did pretty well. So I think they sit for a little while in Australia, at least is all I can say. I don't know about over in America. But for us, in my experience, I find that they sit a while, but they do sell for good price. Then we had something that I thought, you know what, for what was $5, I will just, you know, give it a go. But it's this pedal metal, it's called a cycling bib, and this one is padded. So it's got the little seat padding there. Now, something that I noticed with this is it says test kit on the side. So let me know if I'm incorrect in saying this, but I feel like this may have been like a tester, perhaps. But regardless, I could see like the new ones. I don't have the exact model, like there's no model number or anything on here, but the new ones are going, sorry, not the new ones, but the pre-owned ones, like regular, they don't have this whole test kit labeled, are going for about 110-ish pre-owned on eBay. I'm going to list mine up for the 50 and just see how I go with that one there, considering, you know, it does have that test kit label, which is not super enticing to a buyer. I mean, hey, someone out there probably doesn't really care, but I thought I'll list it up for 50, 5 into 50, yeah, can't really go wrong. And that one's pretty small. I can probably fit it in a small standard Australia Post mailer just fine. So yeah, the last one. Now I need to do a little bit more research on this one, but we've got a Calvin Klein, a size small, what looks like a vintage-esque, although I don't know if Calvin Klein jeans, when they first started coming out, so I need to do a little bit more research. But we have what looks like a super vintagey look, bomber style jacket, I guess you could say. I'm going to use the keyword Gorp Core in this one. I think that would be perfect. It's got some really cool details there. But yeah, I do think I'm going to list this one up for $64.95 and then just see how I go. Yeah, I think with an item like this, I'd rather just, you know, aim a little bit higher, and then I can always come down or accept lower offers. But it's really interesting. I thought, you know, $6, why not give it a bit of a gamble? But yeah, I might do a bit of research, and who knows, it may be worth more or perhaps less even than what I'm thinking. But I thought, you know, $64.95, it's not aiming, you know, super high. If I keyword it well, I think I can get it across to the right buyers, and this one might be a good Depop item. So there we have it. 45 minutes later, I have turned $22 into about $245 before I take away the eBay fees. And I think that that is an absolute win for a little post-exam break. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I guess I will catch you in the next one. Hopefully I'll be back and doing more videos and getting back into my eBay reselling when exams are over. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.